Hey, what's going on, people? This is Remy Please. This is the Fifth Quarter Podcast brought to you by Flight Room TV. This is episode number 7. And speaking about number 7, number 7 for the Washington football team, Dwayne Haskins.
Ooh, okay, that one.
Got caught up in the strip club after the loss to Seattle. Do you think they're making a big deal about this, or or is this just a dry news week?
I feel like I don't really care like what he was like the fact that he was where he was at, but I guess more for like being a fan. I can care what he does off the football field, but at the same time, like we just lost. And I need your focus at like 1,000,000%. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't need you like right now. You have not gotten to the status of being able to do that after a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like we're on a playoff push. It was like we went on a 3-game winning streak. Should have been 4. And I just feel like it as a quarterback that hasn't played in a couple months. Like, have you been in the playbook? Have you been doing all the things necessary that you needed to do to get better? And that not only comes like in the playbook, but off the field, just making better decisions, bro. Like we trying to make shit happen right now, and that's just not a good look. And I feel like he, for whatever reason, he just seems like really like immature a little bit, if that makes any sense. But like I said, all players, they go to strip clubs and shit like that. And I know we in the pandemic, but at the same time, I can't fault him for that. But it's just like the decision to do that. It just doesn't sit right with me. That's all.
Say
trying to win some games, yo.
I say you can't be crying one week, thanking God or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To be playing again, and then and now you're at the strip club or whatever after L, before L, wherever it was. But yeah, like I said, the Skins is they can get to the offs. They can make it to the offs, and he's out here fucking off and shit. He's out here fucking off. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And this is somebody who does not have no job security at this point in time. He's out here fucking off. That makes no goddamn sense. No sense at all. I can't even say, I can't even chalk it up to immaturity or nothing like that. It's like you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. That's all I gotta say. You just don't give a fuck at the end of the day.
And I know that shit did not sit well with Ron Rivera at all.
Yeah, he looked hot.
I know that shit probably was getting under his skin. Like, I'm trying to get you.
Did y'all see the press conference?
Yeah, he was overall just tired talking
when he addressed it.
Yeah.
Okay. We play the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. Okay. I've answered enough questions on this. You guys have had enough opportunities to get enough information about this. Okay. We are playing Carolina. If I don't get any more Carolina questions, I'm done. Okay. Let's be honest. Again, let's don't make what's interesting important. What's important for this franchise right now is that we are going forward. Okay. We play on Sunday. I want to get that really clear. We play on Sunday. The game on Sunday, to me, is more important, okay, than what has happened. What has happened has been dealt with, okay? There's been consequences, okay? And now what it is we're going to what's important. That's interesting, okay? That's been dealt with. Now let's talk about the Carolina Panthers versus the Washington football team.
Yeah, I mean, from when I watched the press conference, he was basically like, yeah, Dwayne made a mistake. We punished him for it. He seemed some sincere in his apology. The locker room rallied behind him and supported him in his apology. We had a really strong practice due to that. We're moving forward from the situation. So I don't know. I mean, you had people in the media like, oh, you put your coach's life in in danger, but he seemed like Ron Rivera handled that shit pretty well from what I can see. Like that nigga didn't act like a nigga who almost lost his life because the nigga went to a strip club. Like he pretty much was like, yeah, we handled it, brushed it the fuck on. Now we gonna move forward to the Panthers. That's how Ron Rivera was carrying that shit from what I saw in the press conference. And then also, it's from my overall perspective on it. I think that Dwayne Haskins, he needs to move better. I think that that's a lack of experience, not knowing better. You famous now. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here acting like you a regular dude doing what everybody else do. If you go into a place and you're not gonna have your mask on, whatever it may be, make sure nobody in the room have cameras on. Like I know that some places like parties and celebrity parties, they make sure people come in there with no cameras on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think even some like players, they be having females signing like little consent papers when they deal with to make sure that they don't talk to nobody about what's going on. So he just gotta move smarter. But as far as the overall reaction to it, I think that shit is like 1,000 times overblown, because I feel like there has been other players in the league who've also been in the same situation. But the reason why it just seems problematic to me, because it's like, oh, he's out of the league now. Oh, the Redskins should cut him. I'm just like, I ain't seen this shit happen yet. Like, how this nigga go from 11 starts to now because he didn't wear a face mask, now this nigga deserved to lose his job and should be out the league? Like, I thought that was asinine that people would even utter some shit like that out their mouth, because that was ridiculous. Daniel Jones early in the season had a same situation. This nigga was at a nightclub with no face mask on. Did you hear any media coverage on it? I didn't even know. The reason why I found out Daniel Jones was in the same situation, because I'm going online reading about this shit. I see all these people talking about Dwayne Haskins. I saw a couple of people was like, oh, Daniel Jones did the same shit. So I went and did my research, looked it up. It says on October 29th, this nigga was seen in a New York bar with a fucking mask off. Where was the talk of this is the end of Daniel Jones' career? It ain't like this nigga setting the world on fire. He ain't lighting up the league. This nigga been playing like shit. What he got? 30 goddamn 35 turnovers in 30 games. Ain't nobody talking about kicking this nigga out the league. Ain't nobody talking about Daniel Jones need to be cut. So I'm just curious as to where all this this energy. It just seems kind of like ridiculous to me. So I'm just curious as to what y'all think. What y'all think the difference is? I'm just curious. I just want to know.
I'm not gonna go with Dak.
Remember Dak and Zeke had a party earlier, I think in the year around when the COVID shit happened, and there was a big thing about that. But still, it wasn't like they was talking about Dwayne Haskins, like this nigga has off the field issues. Like this is a problem. This nigga ain't fucking get a DUI. This nigga ain't beating on women. This nigga ain't had a face mask. I guarantee you, if you go into the average living room of the average NFL player on Christmas fucking day, and you get a paparazzi nigga to put a camera in that fucking house, they gonna see niggas frolicking around with family with no face masks on. So yes, I do think, even though I don't think that this nigga should have been more mature about the situation, he should have moved better, but this shit was ridiculously overblown. It almost looked like they picking on the nigga at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think they are.
Go ahead.
I think they are picking on him. I mean, technically, to me, I know he's technically a sophomore, but technically to me, he's still a rookie, and I do feel like they're picking on him because position he's in, and because he's in DC, and because he's a black quarterback. Like I'm gonna just put it straight out there. And I'm not sure if y'all read this, but it looks like his official fine was $40,000.
Yeah.
Internally, they fined him $40,000, and he loses the captain badge. So he's not even the captain anymore. And so, you know what I mean?
And Ron Rivera said, "Yep, we handled it. He got punished. Now we moving on to Carolina." That nigga Ron Rivera don't seem to be as stressed about this shit as everybody else.
Right. So I think the media in DC and Sports Center is overdoing it. If they handled it internally, why make it such a big deal league wide?
I don't know, man.
And if you watch but look, if you watch the press conference, the nigga Ron Rivera said we handle it, and then the niggas in the media, because DC media is vicious,
they were still barking at
asking him while he said, "Nigga, we handle it. We moving forward to Carolina." He had to raise his voice at them niggas.
He was like,
"I'm about to leave this."
He said, "If y'all ask,
because y'all keep asking me these questions."
He said, "If y'all ask again, we're gonna have to stop."
Yeah, he was getting frustrated.
But I'm glad that he actually stood his ground, because a nigga like who was our last head, Jay Gruden, would have been giving these niggas all the fucking sound bites they wanted. This nigga said we handled it, we slapped it, we disciplined his ass, you know what I'm saying, and we moving forward like how you supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate how Ron carried that whole press conference. And like he said the team rallied around him. He's one of us. He's one of our guys. That's what he said. And you can appreciate that about a head coach, because as much as people said, oh, he doesn't care about his coach, the coach didn't act like that in the press conference. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be mad for Ron? Because he didn't seem that pissed. So, I mean, hey, maybe Ron's naive. I don't know.
Niggas in the radio last night was like, "Oh, Dwayne played his last down of football." I was like, "What?"
Wow. They said that shit?
Yeah.
They were saying this nigga's career is done. This nigga Ryan Clark came on ESPN and said this nigga is officially a bust. And it's amazing to me that now all you have to do, you don't even have to do shit on the football field. If you don't wear a face mask and you have a bad game, hey, you're out the league. Like
I think that's the point, though. I think that's the whole point, though, because he ain't really done shit on the football field. That's the whole point, and he out here gallivanting, as they say.
We can go back. Let's go back to the Daniel. All right, now explain Daniel Jones then. See, you can't explain it.
My point is Daniel Jones is a starter. Exactly. I don't want. That's what I was trying to say. I don't want to get into the stats or none of that. Daniel Jones is the fucking starter over that joint. He's a starter. Haskins is not the starter. He is not the starter. That has already been made clear. He's not the starter. He's there because, what do you mean? You
can't say that. But
playing. He's playing because Alex is injured. He's playing because Alex is injured. They already said Alex. They already named Alex as the fucking starter quarterback. There's no way around that. They already named Alex the starting quarterback. They've already named him the starting quarterback. You can't be a nigga that's not named the starting quarterback anyway, and just out here gallivanting out here in the strip club and no mask on.
What's the problem? What's the real issue, Corey? Is it the strip club or is it the mask? Like, what's the problem?
That is a good question. Whether it's the strip club or the mask, I don't know.
He's grown. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, I understand the mask part, but you grown. You can do whatever you want. You can. I mean, the same. If y'all was out at dinner,
I think it's more so of that the Skins have a chance to get to the playoffs, and and this nigga's out here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's not even like I said, he's not even the name number one starting quarterback or whatever.
I didn't even know Dwayne Haskins was that relevant. I didn't know this nigga was that relevant. I was like, God damn, this nigga all over the news. Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought this was like, for a guy of his, as trash as y'all niggas saying he is, for somebody that status to fuck up, it shouldn't even be a topic. You know what I mean? But it does make him a lot more polarized than when it's a black quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot more of a story when you.
I mean, that's the point, though.
A little bit more.
That's the point. If it was whoever is backing up Aaron Rodgers, whoever's backing up Russell, whoever's backing up whoever, you know what I'm saying, and they're out or whatever, and this guy's at the strip club with no mask on and shit. You know what I'm saying? You already are not, like I'm saying, you're already not the number one guy, but you're out here doing this shit.
All right, but
you know what I'm saying?
Look, it don't even make no sense, because if Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback and Dwayne Haskins is the backup quarterback, how is it a bigger story for a backup quarterback to be fucking up doing the same shit? How is it a bigger story for the backup guy? I don't make sense.
I think it's because he had probably because he had the chance of being the number one guy, but he fucked that shit up.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I think for me, and of course, you know what I'm saying, I follow it, but at the same time, I don't follow it too much. For me, I think the bigger thing is this is a second offense. The first time it was Daniel Jones, and yes, I think it might have been a nightclub or it might have been like a restaurant or dinner or whatever the fuck it was, and it happened. Don't get me wrong, it happened, and I don't know the disciplinary actions for Daniel Jones. Don't get me wrong, I don't even give a shit. I think the bigger thing with Dwayne Haskins, Jones, is like I don't know, but I feel like y'all quarterback room is already depleted. Like, and y'all seen what happened with with the Broncos. And like, so hypothetically speaking, and yes, it's no problem with you going to the strip club at any point in time. But as we all said, you got to be smarter with the pictures and shit. Like, I mean, that shit probably would have never came out if there's no pictures. But like with the pictures coming to light and y'all already having a depleted ass quarterback room, like if I'm not mistaken, if Dwayne Haskins is out and y'all really want to try to win a playoff game and y'all have, I mean, not even a playoff berth before we get to the playoff game, y'all have to trot out Taylor Hemsky or you know what I'm saying, like, or somebody like that, because we saw what the fuck happened with the Broncos and how like one quarterback room, because of contract tracing and all that other bullshit, I mean, all that other good stuff comes into play. Like y'all literally would be depleted of a legitimate quarterback. Not to say Dwayne Haskins is the number one quarterback in the league, but y'all would be legitimately playing with somebody off the practice squad or somebody who's undrafted or whatever the fuck. Like y'all would have to be put in a tough situation. And the more focus is, like, I think right now we're present in the moment. Also, the shit has happened in other places, whereas though other media, like with Charlotte, where niggas would I think it was like cornerbacks or something, where the cornerbacks end up getting cut based off of the shit, off of dancing in the club with no mask on. And then like when you got Seattle, you got the nigga that was the Seattle cornerback or rookie quarterback that tried to sneak a girl in the hotel and they cut his ass too. Like this shit it's just right now it's in our front yard. So of course, like we hear about the shit even more. And I don't know about the press conferences, but I mean, if that's the media's job to try to get quotables. And Ron Rivera's job is to make sure that they don't get a quotables and say we're moving on as a team, even if y'all not moving on as a team, even if he say that shit for this week and then next week it's like, all right, well fuck it, we cut hands with Dwayne Haskins now that we got a full quarterback room. That might happen, but for this week and for this situation, y'all have to roll with him, because if y'all shun him and y'all push him away, what the fuck is going to happen with how y'all look at him for this week?
Like I was saying, the decision making wasn't good, but as far as the whole like piling on, I think that shit is overblown. You know what I'm saying? But like, no one's defending the decision making. Like it wasn't, like I said, you gotta be smarter about that shit. But yeah, I definitely think the media response was ridiculous. You know, so but it's just me.
Yeah, y'all had to hear him last night, because as soon as the jump,
even the niggas, like, even though some of those people who get cut, it's like you see it on Bottom Line, player violated so and so. It's like not a fucking story. It's like a blip. You know what I'm saying? And it's over with. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is like piling on, like constant, nonstop, every day to the Carolina game. So you know that's all.
But y'all are relevant right now. Like y'all.
I know, but look, I get that, but I don't know. I just ain't into piling on the niggas, dog. Like that's just not me, bro. Like I don't know. If you want to, be mad at him all you want. Like I feel like the nigga didn't got enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't feel like if everybody else shitting on him, I don't want to join the party. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That's just me. Like I don't know.
Hey, this just in too. I'm not sure if y'all saw this, but it's relevant. So Harden just got fined for being at the strip club, $50,000. No internal suspensions or stripping, of a captain's title or whatever, but he got fined $50K, and the Rockets' first game is now postponed because they don't have enough players. They don't even have 8 players to be able to suit up because of COVID tests. So, I mean, it's like, I know we're going from sport to sport, but I think Al hit it on the head. Like, this shit is what's relevant right now. Like, and I think that they're trying to make it a point to, like, I don't know, like punish some of the players.
The athletes for.
Well, I just want to say this one thing, that James Harden is relevant. Haskins is not. That's it.
Damn.
We're back on mute.
But Haskins is relevant. Like, and that's the thing. Haskins is relevant. Haskins is on a team that is fighting for a playoff.
Right. And
So
we got
And that's why they're talking about him.
We got a quarterback with one leg. Who you think gonna play if our quarterback ain't playing? Haskins.
Exactly my point.
So he is relevant.
But he's not, though. But he's not.
Then why are we talking about him, Corey? If he ain't
But
relevant,
he's
why are we
not.
talking about him?
That was my whole point. That was my whole point. Y'all was talking about.
Oh no, y'all think so? So just wrapping that topic up, do y'all think that it's going to be more significant, like punishment and fines, like during the rest of the year for football and for the NBA?
I think they might.
I mean, yeah.
Good.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I think, yeah. I don't know. It's just the shit that I feel like they just pick and choose like what the situations to be mad at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I said, we can always go back to that Notre Dame and Clemson game when this nigga Trevor Lawrence was out the game because of COVID, but on the sidelines pulling this mask down and talking to niggas' faces. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave a fuck. But now we all upset at Haskins. I don't know. I don't get it. Somebody explain. Like I look at it like I understand the rules, but I look at a spade. Like, nigga, are you breathing in the nigga's face? You can catch COVID. I don't give a fuck about he didn't pass the protocol. Are you breathing in the nigga's face? COVID don't give a fuck about a protocol, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like when these niggas tackle each other on the field, they're possibly passing this shit around. But like I don't know. I just don't get it. I just feel like they just pick and choose the shit they want to be mad at. Because Trevor Lawrence was a fucking threat to that whole sideline when he was on that fucking sideline. And when that game was over, all them Notre Dame fans who never got a vaccine, never got tested and ran on them fields, all them niggas was dangerous, you know? So, I mean, hey, what do I know? What do I know, you know?
No, that's a good point. So we talk about relevance.
And then again, even, all right, wait, hold on. Hold on. And even within the Haskins shit, like, let's say that this nigga went to the strip club. None of the strippers had COVID, but this nigga was like at 7-11 earlier today and walked by some nigga and caught COVID and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even know where that shit could have came from. You know what I'm saying? It could have I don't know. The shit just don't make no fucking sense to me, young niggas be picking and choosing what situations to be mad at. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did talk about. So we talked about relevance, and we talked about players that are relevant. So let's go to Zeke. He's not looking like the normal Ezekiel Elliott, and not even for the last 2 years. So he got a big contract. I'm gonna pass this to you, Al, first, because this is hitting on your team. But what do you think? You think that he was worth the contract, and do you think he's just going through health issues, or do you think that he's just like not moving to that RB1 status? Like, is somebody going to take his spot? What you think?
No, I definitely still think he RB1 status. I think there are multiple issues with him. I think he did definitely pick up some weight and did lose some of quote unquote his explosiveness. Not to say he was always like the 4-2 guy or whatever like that, but he lost some of his explosiveness. But then last year, like we at the beginning of the season, especially when he was out, we transitioned to letting Dak throw the ball a lot more. So, you know what I'm saying, playing off of Dak and as opposed to being a running team. And so that probably took a little bit away from like his stats, his true stats. But then like this year, I mean, it's hard to run when you got the line isn't in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like normally he got his money and he became a top tier back. Don't get me wrong. He did numbers at Ohio State, but he got his money and everything based off of that line clearing out holes and clearing out. You got Travis Frederick, you got Zach Martin, you got Iverson Smith, you got La'el Collins, and you got that all now. He ain't got none of them niggas, like literally none of them niggas no more. So I mean, like, yes, Zeke has lost this step, but I think a lot of it has to do with him losing his lineman as well. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also think that we fail to realize is that running backs, A, aren't built like they used to be, and B, playing running back is a very grueling ass position, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy to just consistently stay, you know what I'm saying, stay productive over a span of time now for whatever reason. I mean, you can ask Todd Gurley, Devontae Freeman. It's a whole list of running backs that was good 2-3 years ago, but now I've seen to just drop the fuck off because it's not easy to play fucking running back on a consistent level, especially taking 20 plus handoffs a game. That shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Al, to piggyback with the offensive line, it's not what it used to be. So I think that it was good for Zeke to get the bag when he got the bag. Good, congratulations to him. Do I think that they overpaid? Probably. But I'm not mad at the fact that Dallas did that because, I mean, at that point in time, he was the face of the franchise, even with Dak Prescott being
Yeah.
I feel just like the
agree.
eye test, Zeke don't run with the same tenacity that he used to run with. So
Yeah.
just
I agree.
you see when Pollard come in the game, like it's like a whole different like mentality, like people pushing off like the line, and he's running hard. And Zeke, I don't know, it's like he, I don't know, mentally like punched out. I don't know, don't run with the same tenacity.
So that's so funny that you said that. I was gonna say that I feel like as soon as Dak Prescott went out, I saw the tenacity wasn't there with Zeke anymore. And like, you know,
Right.
we can say that it's injury and that he gained weight. And I think those are factors. But I think the threat of having Zeke there as a running and throwing quarterback and Dak there as a running and throwing quarterback, and somebody can get over 300, 400 yards on an average Sunday and still lose a game. Like, I feel like that's a big threat to have, and for Zeke to be able to have a quarterback like that, I think that helps his game. I don't mentally think he's there. Like, if the game was on the line, you know what I'm saying, and he had to get like 30 catches, 30 runs, I don't think he would have, you know, the mentality for that shit to just like Randall said, like Pollard runs like he wants to get like 10, 15 yards per carry. I don't think Zeke does that right now. And yeah, I don't know though. I can't speculate what's gonna happen next year. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's back to his status next year. Because there might be some underlying issues that we just don't know about. And I'm one to not, you know, judge people because we have no idea what he's facing health-wise, you know what I'm saying? Or his legs ain't under him or something where he's trying to play through the pain. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying because it is completely reasonable to think that maybe the nigga just taking a year off. Maybe because
Right.
niggas do that shit. Niggas will take a year off. You be like, yo, what is wrong with this nigga? Next year Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It shit happens. So that's a good possibility. That could be a possibility. You're right.
And don't forget, like, we know Zeke isn't the same Zeke from his rookie year or whatever, the first 2 years, but don't forget it's probably like defenses are like, fuck that. We're going to key in on Zeke and make Andy Dalton throw as opposed to fucking making Andy Dalton throw or allowing Andy Dalton to throw and then playing off of Zeke. So,
Yep. Point.
But do you think y'all overpaid him? Is the question.
No, I don't think we overpaid him. I think he was due. I mean, he was paid what he was due. Yeah, I think whatever the saying is like you're not paid what your contract is worth. Is paid for. You're basically paid back pay as opposed to like pay for the most part pay for the future efforts, and like his back pay. I guess he was deserving of his back pay as opposed to like his potential pay. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Y'all potentially got a lot of questions moving forward.
Potentially do. I completely agree.
Yeah, because we don't even know if Dak's gonna be healthy. Like, shit.
And they were supposed to be like the new triplets.
Yep.
Him, Amari, and Dak.
Yep. And then you got all the other question marks on defense based off of like how much they pay for some of the people on defense. But yeah.
Yeah, I need a tight end too.
Yeah.
Shit,
Wait, did anybody from Dallas make the Pro? Does Dallas have any Pro Bowlers?
They have 0 Pro Bowlers. 0.
Shit.
They usually have fucking 9, 11.
Yeah, half of
and
their offensive line is
They
usually
have
Pro
zero
Bowlers.
Pro Bowlers.
yeah, and I honestly,
Niggas couldn't wait to say that. They have 0 Pro Bowlers over that job.
I'm honestly not even surprised at all that we have 0 Pro Bowlers. How many Pro? I'm not even trying to be funny or anything. How many Pro Bowlers y'all got?
2.
You got 2.
Chase,
He trying.
Should have had more though. Should have had more. But Chase, just Chase and Brandon Sheriff.
who else?
But
Who else you
honestly,
think?
Montez got snubbed, dog. Like, as much as I like what Chase did, I think Montez should have got that spot over Chase, in my opinion. Like, I feel like Montez. I mean, they both had a good impact, but I don't know. I just feel like Montez just stood. He jumped out more. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Chase, but Montez, like he every game he makes a fucking play, every game. You know, so. And then Terry, it's a thing. You could say like other guys like Terry was snubbed. Guys who made the Pro Bowl was legit, so you can't really say he got snubbed. He could have been in that conversation, but all the guys who made it was legit. So I can't get really mad at him. And I think Morgan Moses could have made the Pro Bowl too at right tackle. In my opinion, I think he was having his best season of his career so far. But,
Not after that them last 2 plays last week.
Obviously how the lad, but he was hurt. You can tell the nigga was hurt when he came in though. He shouldn't have been out there. He was hurt. But those are the guys I think should have definitely made the Pro Bowl, at least for the Redskins, at least.
We usually have 5 or 6. I don't know how many we got this year.
Y'all had I think I had 5. Minka made the joint.
Oh, did he? I don't know how.
Yeah, he made it.
I don't know how.
Damn.
We ain't shit.
I seen it though. I seen the list.
The Castro, Pouncey, Cameron Hayward, T.J. Watt, and Minka.
TJ definitely was good. He lead the league in sacks right now.
He was gonna get it. Yeah, that's a one. That's yeah. You already know he's gonna get it.
Hey. So looking at the list. So we looking at the NFC right now. So if we go down through the positions, is there anybody like? All right, let's just start at quarterbacks. Is there anybody at quarterback that y'all think don't deserve to be in that 3 right there?
Let me go ahead and toggle.
Nah.
You think that's a legit 3, right? You think as far as 3. NFC, all those guys should be there, right? I can't get mad at that either.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody else, but nah. I don't really think so.
The only problem I honestly have with this list is my man Allen Robinson's not on here.
But if you put Allen Robinson on here,
I'll take Justin Jefferson off. Just for the simple fact that Allen Robinson, I believe, has
I would agree.
He has more yards. I think he has more catches. I think Allen Robinson has 6 touchdowns, and Justin Jefferson has 7. I mean, and not to mention, look, it's tough enough to play with. It's really hard to play the receiver position, and your quarterback switches a lot. It's really, really hard.
It's not even that. Your quarterback is shitty.
Right. And not only that, this dude got 1,100 yards. He got 6 touchdowns. I think he got like 1 drop pass in like the past like 130 something targets. This dude, and then we still got 2 games left. And I feel like Justin Jefferson is just more so like the new flashier guy.
I'm trying. Yeah,
I think Allen Robinson all day on this list over Justin Jefferson.
I agree 100%. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Jefferson is on this joint without.
I put Terry McLaurin on there before Justin Jefferson.
What the fuck, dog? This Robinson is a fucking dog. I mean, I'm trying to figure out why he's not on this joint.
You could definitely put Robinson in there. I mean, it's a couple guys. I mean, but I'm not mad at Justin Jefferson being there. But I do feel what y'all saying as far as Robinson and even McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? But the other top 3 though, the Adams, Hopkins, and Metcalf definitely should have been that top 3. And then you can put those other guys in there. And I will say, because I didn't have this nigga in fantasy football like the past 3 years, Evan Ingram should not have made the Pro Bowl. Like he don't be doing shit. Well, he had like 1 touchdown the whole. He don't be doing shit. Like I feel like this nigga made the Pro Bowl off. He made the Pro Bowl off hype, like off the name. Because I don't. Man,
and you know who should have replaced him? You know who should have replaced him on there? Darren Waller.
Oh no, that's AFC. That's AFC.
Nah,
that's
yeah,
AFC.
yeah. He made it
is NFC.
in the AFC. Okay. He made it in the AFC.
I want to know who
he made it in the AFC.
Are there any other tight ends in the NFC that's actually been doing work?
Not really. That's probably why he made it.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, not even cuts from Tennessee. Not even was it Geno Smith or whatever.
That's AFC. That's AFC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not even him.
What about the dude from Green Bay? New cat.
Young
Tonian, yeah.
Yeah, he cuz I.
Yeah, they were saying he should have. Some people saying he should have made it over here. Well, George Kittle would have been the #1 tight end in the NFC, but he got hurt.
Yeah, and Ertz got hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. So all the top tight ends in the NFC got hurt for the most.
Well, maybe that's why he made it down.
But look, Logan Thomas could have been in that argument though, because he was right under Evan Ingram as far as his NFC ranking. Actually, I'll take that back. Not even NFC. Logan Thomas was 12th in the league in receiving for tight ends.
All right, and this is the defensive for NFC.
I think the one that stood out to me, I mean, I don't know who you take off. Don't get me wrong. I don't know who you take off, but neither one.
Chase #3, huh? Okay.
Who you say, Al?
Neither one of Devontae David or Devin White.
True. Yeah.
Neither one of them.
I would say definitely take off Marshawn Lattimore. And maybe put my man Fuller in there.
He could be in there, but I think that's a legit 4 right there.
But Lattimore got one. Lattimore got 1 pick.
Ain't no shit.
Yeah.
Hold up, Justin. Wait, who's the punter?
Oh yeah, man. Tress Way got the biggest snub out of all this shit.
Wow.
Tress Way the best punter in the league, nigga.
I thought he was like automatically
my man.
from last year.
Young Hoku made that joint.
Yeah. He killing it.
My Young Hoku.
Young Hoku
playoffs. He got me to the playoffs in my other league. He got me to the playoffs.
Yeah, he scored 20 points for a few times for me. Like Young Hoku is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this was the AFC.
I mean, I think that's a legit 3 right there. What y'all think? As far as the quarterbacks?
I think I don't know, maybe off of the recency effect, but I think I might throw Justin Herbert over Deshaun Watson.
Maybe, yeah. Herbert been balling.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Been balling.
But I think Deshaun is just for the numbers Deshaun putting up right now, like for him to be on such a trash team with no real weapons, like it's kind of crazy. He should not be putting up those kind of numbers. But Justin Herbert should definitely be in that conversation. I ain't mad at that.
I mean, I actually might have put and I love Deshaun Watson, but I actually might have put Ryan Tannehill over Deshaun Watson for this one, just because.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
You look at the wins, you look at
everything
else.
But I agree with that.
I ain't mad at that.
That was gonna be mine. I think Tannehill balling.
Tannehill's balling,
bro.
Damn,
10 skills, as Matt would say, 10 skills.
The fact that we not even mentioning Lamar Jackson is crazy, though.
Yeah.
Like the fall from from where he was last year to now to not we talking about Justin Herbert and we talking about Ryan Tannehill.
One hit wonder.
Lamar Jackson, you know.
But I mean, I think Lamar's still cooking. He just his passing, like for what he needs to do to get his team to win games, he's still executing. He's just not putting up crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? But Like the nigga is still as threatening of a player on a football field as you're gonna get in the league. Like I don't think that changed at all. He's just not putting up crazy numbers. Like he's just not putting up crazy numbers. It's just the only because like the Ravens is winning and this nigga will have like 120 yards passing and 90 yards rushing, and he'll still make the plays that need to be made when they need him to make them. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't put him on the Pro Bowl list because he ain't got the numbers to back, you know what I'm saying, to hang with anybody else. So I wouldn't put him in the Pro Bowl, but he's still, just as dangerous as anybody else in the league.
Oh, shit. That's wrong.
You know what I would say about this, the defense, the AFC too? It's a lot of Chiefs bombers on here for the Chiefs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the Chiefs offense is worth every Pro Bowl consideration, but I wonder if like some of these defensive players on the Chiefs, like don't get me wrong, Frank Clark, I guess Chris Jones, but three for the Chiefs, and I don't think the Chiefs defense is like top tier.
Nah,
you're right.
I agree with you. The defense is suspect.
Yeah, but they got those guys are names. You know what I'm saying? Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger, that nigga's a name. Frank Clark is kind of a name, and Chris Jones. They're just well respected for the overall, the overall defense not good, but those guys are respected for their individual position though.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I think my Steelers can maybe pass them niggas because they're just names.
So who y'all think is the biggest snub out of everybody who ain't make the Pro Bowl, AFC, NFC? I said mine was Montez Sweat, but what y'all think?
I would say Kendall Fuller. Like
Justin Tucker, like that's how Justin Tucker kind of is. It's like he gonna be the Pro Bowl kicker in the AFC every single year.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll say Fuller.
You say Fuller?
Yeah.
I think Josh Allen deserves to be in the talks, but I don't know who he will bump. Tannehill, Sweat, and Josh Allen, I think deserve to be in the talks as well.
Josh Allen made it.
He made it. Josh Allen made it. Yeah.
Oh, he did. All right.
Yeah.
So I can take him off.
That nigga is playing retarded this year.
Yeah, he is.
He's pushing the line like every fucking play, bro.
But the jump he made as a passer is ridiculous because his rookie season, it didn't look like he had it at all. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. The shit just clicked. I guess I don't know.
It's Steph Diggs. Hey, I got one. I think I got the biggest Pro Bowl snub here. James Robinson, running back from Jacksonville.
Okay, yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, he been balling.
With Jacksonville.
he was undrafted too, right?
If he wasn't drafted, he was late.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake couldn't know what he's doing with him.
Man, I feel like if they had a little bit more weapons, man, he would be lethal out there. But he doing it by himself for real.
They should have kept Allen Robinson. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. They still need a quarterback though. They still need a quarterback at the end of the day.
It looked like
they had Leonard Fournette out there joining. Leonard Fournette is no slouch. You know what I'm saying? They still need a quarterback out there joining to sling the rock at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you have to
they might get Trevor Lawrence because the Jets just won their first game. So yep. I mean, it's a battle now. It's a battle. They blew it.
It's a battle for that first round.
Speaking of blowing it, what's up with these Steelers? Seymour? What's going on, man?
Let's not even get into it.
What's going on with your team, man? What's going on, man? If it has to be an explanation.
It's just, well, first off, I just want to say, like, y'all done seen us plenty of times. Plenty of times we're supposed to get to the playoffs and all that shit or whatever. It's like when have you not seen a Steelers game where we start out slow on offense? When have you not seen a Steelers game where we start out slow? You know what I'm saying? When have you not seen it? You have supposedly a Hall of Fame quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. I agree. He's supposed to be Hall of Fame, but when have you not? Oh shit, we got another package. But when have you? I feel like Mr. Rogers over this motherfucker. You know. But when have you not seen we started out slow out this joint, dog? In any game. So it's like it's nothing new to me. It's all the Steelers fans feel the same way. It's like why? It's like what the fuck is going on? It's the same shit that has been going on is catching up to us. It's not coaching. It's the fucking it might have to do with coaching officially with the offense anyway. But it's like, dog, why do we have to start out slow every fucking game? You know what I'm saying? It's evident you can put up at least 15, 20 points, you know what I'm saying? You can do that in the second half. That seems to what's been going on anyway. Lately, the last 3, 4, 5 games or whatever since Baltimore. Since the first Baltimore game or whatever, but still, it's like, why do we have to start off so slow? Why is our offense so slow?
Simo, I think y'all biggest issue, the biggest issue with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now is y'all lack of running game. Y'all had no running game.
I agree.
It was multiple times. It was multiple times in that Redskins game. It was multiple times in that Redskins game when y'all had 4th and 1 or goal line stands where y'all could not run the rock.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's part of the issue. But we're talking about somebody that's supposed to be a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback. That's I'm not gonna say that he's not getting it done, but I'm gonna say honestly, I think that they're trying to do some extra shit this year. If you watched our games, they talk about, oh yeah, Ben has a fucking he's releasing the ball in 2.0 seconds or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's releasing the ball in 2.0 seconds or whatever the fuck. But it's like I feel like they're trying to do some Tom Brady shit like they were doing out that joint. Because Tom Brady, like I said, Tom Brady ain't never been throwing that deep. He can throw the deep ball, maybe. It might get there. But at the end of the day, it was we're throwing some quick slants to fucking Julian Edelman or whoever the fuck.
But you're making this seem as though, like you said, okay, the running game is that's a part. Like it's not just a part, it's a very big part. Running game is on offense.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So but you're making it seem like
it's very important. It's very important. What I'm saying is it's very important, but you can't have somebody that you're talking about that's a Hall of Fame quarterback and the fucking running game matters. It should not matter. It should not matter.
What do you mean? This is the running game.
Listen.
What do you mean? If I'm
running game always matters, nigga.
What do you mean?
Running game
I know
always
it matters. I know it matters, but they weren't talking about the running game matters with Brett Favre. They weren't talking about the running game matters with fucking Peyton Manning. We never heard about the running game matters. Matter of fact, with Tom Brady, he's still playing. We're not talking about the running game matters. Niggas what's the rock? If you're supposed to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, you're supposed to sling the rock out this joint. And I'm not taking nothing away from the running game. But at the end of the day, I do think it is the play calling because, like I said, you ain't never seen the Pittsburgh Steelers come out here. Oh yeah, Ben Roethlisberger jumps back and just tosses the rock real quick off no 2 seconds or none of that shit like that. At the end of the day, you were seeing Ben Roethlisberger standing back in the fucking pocket, getting hit, getting rocked, You know what I'm saying? Waiting for that nigga to get open and shit, and he's throwing that shit down the goddamn field. It's you know what I'm saying? It's
You do understand that there are
it's
defensive
a totally
coordinators.
different offensive game that they trying to run out this joint, and it's not for Ben. It's not for Ben. I feel like they're trying to protect Ben. I feel like they're trying to protect Ben at the end of the day. They're trying to make him run some other shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and I get it. He fucked his elbow up last year, but it's like, come on, man. We looking stupid out this joint. You know, you got the fucking Bengals. Did you see the way they fucking rock Juju? I was like, come on, dog.
No, you gotta realize this too, also, Simo. You gotta realize this too. Y'all started off 11-0, right? So obviously,
exactly.
So wait.
Fluke
So
11-0 team.
if the team starts off 11-0, right? So obviously there was something that you guys are doing well. But what you also fail to realize is that there are defensive coordinators that get paid nice salaries to make sure that you stop that shit and you catch
We
up.
see what they trying to do.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, you can't be just so completely pass heavy to the point where the defense knows these niggas is about to pass. No quarterback can thrive in that environment.
And I agree. I agree. And shit, I was watching the fucking Bengals game saying like, why are y'all niggas not running the ball? I agree.
And your defense is not as nice as you thought it was either. Maybe it's because y'all missing Bud Dupree, but your defense is not that
nigga,
nice.
We got like one linebacker left, nigga.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We got like one linebacker left. It's not even that we not nice as we thought it was. We got like one linebacker left. Literally. Niggas are going down. Niggas are jumping ship. Not even they jumping ship. It's just like, dog, everybody's getting fucking injured. But that's my thing at the end of the day. You can't them slow fucking starts that we have always had. You cannot keep doing these fucking slow starts when it's like one nigga that's healthy on defense and shit. You know what
Corey,
I'm saying?
On a scale from on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad was the loss to Cincinnati for you?
Nigga.
So that's a bad team. That's a bad team.
And they dominant.
It's like it can be a 10, but it can be a 5 at the same time. It's like,
all right. Look at the quarterback. Look at the quarterback now. How bad is it?
I just want to say this: we beat the shit out of them last year without Ben Roethlisberger, with a third fucking string quarterback, and our defense was healthy, was perfectly healthy. It's like I really can't rank that shit. I don't understand that shit.
All right, so Corey, real quick, how concerned on a scale of 1 to 10? How concerned are you for your Steelers' playoff chances? Not. Of course, we know y'all gonna make the playoffs, but making a deep run in the playoffs with the way y'all playing now on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest.
Okay, so if we continue to play the same way that we're playing, yeah, that's a number motherfucking 10, nigga. That's a motherfucking 10. Motherfucking 10. But that's why I'm so happy that fucking Ben Roethlisberger is a quarterback and not fucking some second string or third string motherfucker. I expect him to get it together. And not even just him, because it hasn't been him for like when we played y'all Washington and shit. Niggas, how many fucking drops did we have, dog? It wasn't even Ben Roethlisberger's out there at that point in time. It's the fucking wide receivers not catching the fucking ball, and that was a whole thing with that fucked me up on my fucking fantasy league shit on my other shit. They benched fucking Deontay Johnson and shit. This thing want to drop the ball. Okay, all right, we're gonna bitch your bitch ass and shit. It's like, come on, dog.
No, you right though. You
the fucking ball.
Drops though in that Washington game. I was like, ooh, thank God.
I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on, dog? It's like, this is unheard of. How the fuck are you I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. It was like, how the fuck are we 11-0 and whatever?
That's the same thing.
You're not catching the fucking ball, nigga. What the fuck? And that's why I fuck with Tomlin so hard. It's like, dog, I'm not worried about it. If you're not gonna catch the ball, we're gonna sit your ass on the sideline. That's it.
Hey, for the Redskins fans, On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are y'all us making the playoffs?
I mean, 1 to 10, probably say about like a 9, because all we gotta do is beat the Panthers, and I think if the Giants lose, we in 2. So we got two things going in our way.
You gotta win, and then they gotta lose.
I'm
pretty confident.
What I don't want to do, like Marcus said, I'm confident. Like it's like a 9, but at the same time, the scenario I don't want is for us to lose this week and then have to go and play Jalen Hurts and that last week. I just feel like that's an upset waiting to happen type shit.
Do you think Jalen Hurts is legit?
Jalen Hurts gonna ball?
He look all right, yo.
Yeah, he looking good, man.
He did look all right.
He got 100 yards the game before this running, and 200 passing.
Who he played though? We ain't seen no Chase Young or no big dog.
Sure didn't.
He kind of remind me exactly of like what Tua's doing in Miami. Kind of like more like the same. He's doing exactly what he's doing. Tua's doing in Miami.
Yeah.
Hey, I think,
but what D line have they seen though yet?
They played the Saints. They played the Saints the first game out, and the Saints was the number 1 defense at the time.
Who?
The Saints.
Who played the Saints?
Jalen Hurts played the Saints in his first season.
Oh, my bad. I'm just asking. I'm just looking for clarity. My bad.
This week he just played the fucking the Cardinals, and I'm not saying the Cardinals is the upper echelon defense of the league.
Where do they play the Saints at though?
They played them at home. I mean, right now I don't think home field advantage matters for anybody for real.
No, I think home field advantage matters, but okay. I know it ain't the dome. You know what I'm saying? But shit matters. Okay.
I would say I'm about a 7 or an 8. As far as confidence in us making the playoffs. Because I feel like anything can happen, especially these division games. That shit, I never bet on fucking division games. Like, I cannot bet on us against the Eagles, us against the Giants, us against the Cowboys. Like, I can't do it. It's just anything can happen. It doesn't matter what the fucking record is. And we go against, like Brian said, we go against Jalen Hurts the last game. So, I don't know. I'm confident just because I want to be positive about it, but anything can fucking happen. I know Ron Rivera probably on Get Back. He ain't speak about this too much, but he's playing his old team, you know, so to speak.
Oh, he already know what time it is.
And I know he knows.
Interesting game.
Yeah, and I know he knows a lot of their coaching. You know, a lot of their coaches are still there. I know he wants to capitalize on this win. Do y'all know if Alex Smith is starting or who's starting at quarterback?
I think something wrong with Alex Smith.
He's in the press conference. Ron Rivera said that if he goes, he's going to be. If he can go, he's going to be the starter. But he said in practice today, Dwayne had most of the first team reps. But he said if Alex is ready, then Alex is
listen to this. Just listen to this. They're gonna strip my man of the captain, fine him $40K. And then don't fucking make us get to the playoffs. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna say I'm a little skeptical about that aspect. Y'all, you punish the hell out of them internally, and then say go play the best you can play. Like,
hey, I know it's your fucking job. I'm just gonna say I know it's different, but if I'm y'all, I wouldn't play Alex Smith this week just because we saw what the fuck happened with Daniel Jones last week or whatever, where he tried to come back from the hamstring.
Jump the gun.
Yeah, don't jump the gun on that shit. Don't jump the gun on that shit.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Y'all think like Alex Smith injured?
I mean, I think
serious.
I think it's more than just a calf, young. But you know, they obviously they're not going to tell us that shit because I don't know. I just feel like, especially because it's the same leg that he got that reconstruction on and shit. So I mean, but I just like our defense. I think our defense will keep. Honestly, this is a championship defense. We just need a offense that's halfway competent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Like literally, this defense will have us in every single fucking game. We just need an offense that can score points. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what gives me the confidence. I'm not intimidated by the Panthers offense at all. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as long as that defense do what it's supposed to do, we don't turn off over the ball and we just score some fucking points, we should be all right.
That defense,
I agree.
that defense, all right.
That defense put y'all on y'all heels, bro.
But it's crazy though, because I think it's a championship defense. So I forgot who said it. Dominique Foxworth. He was like, Washington football team is a Super Bowl team next year potentially, and he's saying that because of the defense. If we just have another 1 or 2 weapons and a competent quarterback, we're gonna be a problem next year.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
and, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing right now. We need Antonio Gibson back because that was our part. I mean, outside of McLaurin, he was our biggest threat.
Y'all all right,
man. Hey, would y'all bring Logan Thomas back as the starter next year? Because he's improving every single game. So, like, what y'all think about Logan Thomas though overall?
Yeah, ain't for the low too.
Yeah, bring him back.
So you would feel comfortable with him being the number one? You feel comfortable with him being the number one next season?
I mean, if one of those like top tier tight ends fall on our lap, I mean, don't pass up on it. But I don't see why not.
Nigga, you know who I want? Devontae Smith. Like every fucking game, every week, I see this nigga break off like a 40-yard something every damn week. Like if we can get another like just threat on as our number 2 receiver, some shit like that. Like I think that'd be crazy. But
Hey,
like,
real quick,
Devontae Smith, that nigga dominates.
Oh no, I was gonna say real quick. Don't forget, Logan Thomas is still learning the fucking position as a tight end.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it helped because he played quarterback, so he know what they want to like see and like how to, like find openings. So
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he be like open. Like it'd be like, yo, ain't nobody guarding this nigga. Like he just be in the zones. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's almost like he got, like you said, he got the quarterback knowledge, but it's almost like he looked like a receiver out there to me. Like he don't look like one of them stiff tight ends that get like 5 yards and then just fall. Like he actually is kind of like agile, like to be a tight end. So I think he can go far.
Yeah,
I do think we need an official legit like number 2 though, because Sprinkle ain't doing shit. Like when he get in the game, he looked horrible, bro.
I think Tebow should have definitely went that route. Like transitions to tight end.
If Tebow was in the league now, he probably would have had more of an opportunity. Like exactly what the Saints is doing with what's his name? I feel like that's how you supposed to use Tebow. You know what I'm saying? But he just was before his time. Yeah, he was before his time though for me, like Tebow for real.
Yeah.
Now he trying to play baseball. Now Tebow trying to play baseball, and I guess we can get in this topic. Who are some of the greatest 2-sport athletes that we've ever seen?
I mean, all right, so we got to name a few first though. So obviously we got Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. We got the Kyler Murray, the new 2-sport athlete sensation. Well, I mean, would you call him? Are we talking about play professional? Because he played big time college baseball. But like, are we just talking about guys that play professional, like in 2 levels? Are we talking about guys that play maybe
professional,
high level, collegiate? You know what I'm saying?
Bo Jackson.
Because that brings the list down a lot if we just say professionally.
I mean, I think if they were like prolific enough if they played that other sport at a high level, no matter if it was in the pros or in college, you can put them on the list. Because like Mike played baseball, but he wasn't that great at baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got like Deion played baseball, but he wasn't batting 300 or nothing like that.
All right, so question real quick though. All right, so just using him as an example. What about Allen Iverson? Because remember, Allen Iverson was the number 1 player in football and basketball coming out of high school, but he never played college football. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, would you put him in that category?
Yes, I would. I probably would.
Yeah, I put him in.
Okay, all right. Like, that's all I was just trying to clear up.
Don't he got? He
that's
still
what I was
got.
trying
I
to
think he
figure
still got like Virginia State records for like like interceptions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The number one player on my list is Charlie Ward. Just
good one. Good one. That's a good one.
goddamn.
I forgot about him.
You win the Heisman.
Yep.
What he was with Florida State, right?
He should have went to the NFL though.
Heisman at Florida State, and then fucking 11 seasons with the Knicks, and didn't he play basketball too, right?
Knicks.
Didn't he play basketball?
The Knicks.
You just say he played for the Knicks.
You talking about the Knicks?
No, I'm talking about. I'm sorry. In college, wasn't he on the same joint with Sam Cassell and
No. I don't think he was on the same team with Sam Cassell, but he played in college too.
That nigga was ridiculous. When the Heisman, then you go to the Knicks.
I got a couple. They're not nowhere near Charlie Ward, but I got a couple. I got Julius Peppers and I got Ronald Curry.
Okay, Peppers. Okay.
I like that Julius, and I forgot about Ronald Curry too. And they both went to UNC, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
both went to UNC.
Didn't they go far in the tournament in the college tournament?
Yeah. And Ronald Curry played quarterback and wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
So he was an overall great athlete. You know what I'm saying?
And point guard.
I think he's from that 7 too.
Yeah.
757 area too.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates. Yep. Antonio Gates.
Randy
Kent
Moss.
State.
It seems like tight end is very easy
to transition. Yeah. But who was the other basketball guy that played tight end in the league? There was another guy that played basketball at one point, and he went over to tight end in the league. I can't remember. I don't know if it was before Antonio Gates or after Antonio Gates.
Tony G wasn't Tony G. I know Jimmy Graham was, but Tony G.
That's all right. I might be thinking about Jimmy Graham then. Because the thing with Jimmy Graham, as much as I'm a fan of the U, I do not remember this nigga at Miami at all. So I don't know. I just don't remember. I don't. But I had to go with Bo Jackson, man. I had to go with Bo Jackson as far as that. Just because the level that he reached.
He got an all-star, don't he? He got an all-star or two.
Yeah.
He got an all-star or two.
And the thing with Bo Jackson, it was like the nigga was like a mythical creature in both sports. You know what I'm saying? It was like he was like a legend. It was like he did shit that like nobody else did. You know
he's
what I'm
like
saying? Like at both sports.
He's like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, he's like the Paul Bunyan of sports. He really is. Did y'all saw the Bo Jackson 30 for 30, right? Then y'all see the Bo Jackson 30 for 30 when they was talking about like his childhood and they was saying people like it was like all these urban legends about like shit he did as a kid, and you know what I'm saying? So I would definitely Bo Jackson probably. I put him up there.
Hey, wasn't it like a like you talk about urban legends? Wasn't it a cartoon with him and Jordan
and Wayne Gretzky? Yeah,
and Gretzky.
Jordan and Wayne. Gretzky.
That shit was.
I remember that.
I remember that shit.
Hey, I wish I could find that card. What was it? Do y'all remember the name of that joint?
It was like All-Star something. I can't remember.
Some stupid shit.
It was like Saturday. Yeah, it was a Saturday morning cartoon.
But it's funny, but
it didn't last long.
That's what I'm saying. They made a cartoon out of these three bombers. Like, Bo Jackson literally was doing everything at that moment. Like he was a legend, bro.
Hey,
would y'all put Jordan Reed in there? He played ball. He played basketball.
I throw LeBron in there though.
Yeah.
No, he was all state when he was in high school at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus. Speaking of the
Russell Wilson actually played for NC State. He played baseball too.
Yeah, he's another one. Yeah, he got drafted too. But what did you say, Brian?
I was gonna say, when you said the U, it made me think of somebody, and it's kind of what about the Rock? Going from wrestling and playing football. He
can say that.
He was wasn't he on the championship team?
He was a U-Bama.
Yeah. And I think
Warren Sapp
got drafted.
Said he was. Warren Sapp, he said he wasn't shit.
I heard that too.
That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
but compared to Warren
If Warren Sapp a dog, so you
I was
gotta
saying
take Warren
compared to
Sapp.
him, yeah.
You gotta take Warren Sapp.
Compared to him, yeah.
But I did hear that Brock was some trash in football, though.
Ain't nobody gonna say a 3-sport athlete such as Nate Robinson.
Nah.
Ooh.
Fuck no.
Hey,
And,
no,
Hey, don't just see. That's the time we live in. The nigga get knocked out like fucking everything he did before. Like this nigga. But listen, he started at point guard and at corner at University of Washington at the same time. Like that is a very rare. Like nobody almost does that shit.
It's
You know what I'm
Gucci.
saying?
It's
So, I mean,
Gucci,
come on,
but you
man.
gotta stay in your lane, dog.
Nate Robinson easily could have went to the internet. Like
no.
Nate Rob, but outside of that, the shit that he was good at, that nigga was at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like he could have been the first round pick. He could have been a first round corner coming out of Washington. This nigga went to the league, was like the 13th pick at 5'9". That point.
Yeah,
like that's impressive.
But my point is, you can say that you're good in basketball. You can be good in football, but you can't just boxing. You cannot just float over that joint because you think you're an athlete. Shit, nigga. You cannot just float over that joint. You will get your ass mollywopped out this joint, dog, as he did from a fucking YouTube nigga, dog. It's like, what are you doing out there?
Right, but that don't take away from him being a great 2-sport athlete, though.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, I thought that was saying 3. I thought you said 3-sport.
I was
fucking with y'all.
Yeah, that was a joke. And he was a 25th pick, not the 13th pick. He was a 25th pick.
But going back to Bo,
2-sport nigga.
I think I'm always lean to Dion for me. But going back to Bo, the shit is so difficult because the nigga was a running.
I feel you, Dallas.
He was a running back, and he was still able to do like it ain't like Dion. Don't get me wrong. To me, I think Dion is the top, but Dion was a quarterback, and he was like a special teams player, and he played outfield, and he was like still able to do special. I mean, like being a pinch runner and all that good shit. This nigga Bo was a
running back.
4-3.
Yeah.
Look, if you got the big shoe deal, you dope. If you got the both of them had big shoe deals, so you Gucci.
But legend says that Bo ran like a 4-1.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what legend says.
Like 4-1-6, right? Yeah, 4-1. And then
something crazy.
When he ran through the fucking, did he run through the fucking center field?
Yep. No, he ran along the wall.
Oh, okay. I thought he ran through.
Yeah, he like literally ran on the wall.
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
Hey, I looked it up right now. Bo Jackson ran a 4.13 40-yard dash. In the 1986.
And when he like 230 pounds?
In the 1986 NFL draft. And 230 pounds ran a 4.13. Deion Sanders ran a 4.27. Randy Moss ran a 4.25. And Jerry Rice ran a 4.71. So that just puts that in perspective how fast he was at 4.13.
Jeez.
And this nigga was breaking baseball bats over his shoulders and shit like that. Like,
right.
The fuck? How you that fast? Like,
and linebackers.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. No.
That sounds like a video game character.
He was.
That's crazy. Like you made that nigga.
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
And
we got to touch on D. We got to touch on D.
Randy Moss ran at 4.2 though.
Yeah, 4.25.
And how tall was this motherfucker?
You about like 6'4".
What?
6'1".
Randy Moss 6'4". Randy Moss was like 6'4".
I think I
say okay. Whew.
What was you saying, Marcus? We got to touch on what?
Dion, we ain't really, Dion one of the greatest. We gotta talk about Dion a little bit.
Yeah, got to.
That's what.
Fuck Dallas though. Alex, fuck Dallas.
This is before Dallas. I mean, this is Atlanta. Like the nigga played in a playoff game, and then a playoff baseball game.
I remember.
Yeah, but you ain't had that primetime video game till he got to Dallas though.
I always thoroughly enjoyed prime time. I enjoyed San Francisco. I enjoyed prime time when he was with
Yeah, man.
That was my guy. Like that nigga.
Nah, he was a dog though. He was a dog. Even though I don't care what show he's on or whatever. You don't hear him say shit about Atlanta or whatever. He's all about Dallas. He's all about Dallas.
Yeah,
But
I feel like he always talk about everybody, but like regardless, I mean, he talks about Dallas because I mean Dallas paid him.
that was his alma mater in the NFL. But fucking Deion was a dog.
Deion was that guy. Like even fan baseball.
As many cornerbacks that have come out here and like you had the what was the island over there in the Jets? I forgot his name.
Revis Island.
Yeah, as many cornerbacks we have come out this trying to think Deion is the fucking Deion is the dog. Deion is the dog. I don't think we'll have another Deion. That nigga shut shit down and he was taking shit to the house on God. He was taking shit to the house on God, as they say, on God.
Hey, so conclude this up. Who's the greatest two-sport athlete though?
Oh,
like if we was to put one guy at the top, y'all gonna put both? We putting both at the top.
I'll put Bo up there. Put Bo up there. Dion
gotta be Bo.
Gotta be a 4-1 nigga.
Hey,
you got it.
Yeah. At that size.
Yeah,
you got it.
And we talking about somebody that had an all-star game after all-star. I think he had at least 2 all-stars. He was at least 2 all-stars.
I don't care. I'm going Deion.
In baseball. In baseball.
Deion.
Hey.
Yeah.
That one. I made it that one.
Hey, so what we doing? We doing picks?
And Jordan can come after that.
Yep. How we do last time?
That was too long ago.
Who Baltimore playing this week? Giants. Let me go ahead and take Baltimore over the Giants.
hey, that's what I'm saying. That worked for us. Hey, I couldn't hope for the Giants to play a better opponent this week. I couldn't play for a better opponent.
Was Washington playing? I'm gonna take DC over the Panthers though. I like that game. That's gonna be I think that's gonna be a fucking dog game, dog.
Yeah.
That should be interesting.
And we play at 4 now. We play at 4:05. That's gonna be the
so you're gonna know the outcome of the Ravens.
That's why they did that shit. They was like, all right, what better way to have Ron Rivera know that he could beat his former team to send his team into the playoffs? They know they doing.
Let me know when y'all ready. Who you got, Corey? What's your lock of the week?
Let me go. My lock of the week?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm going Pittsburgh. We're gonna get our shit together. I'm going lock of the week, Pittsburgh. We're getting our shit together.
All right. Let's go to B. B, who you got?
Go ahead, lock. Go ahead. I'm gonna take the Cowboys plus 2.5.
2.5 at home.
Yeah.
That's what I said too. Mm-hmm.
Paul, P-Shack, who you got?
Yeah, give me the Bills -7.
Bills -7 in New England.
What? What's up with this Atlanta and Kansas City game? What minus?
Corey,
10?
you already went.
I'm just asking questions. God damn.
All right, ask it later.
All right, go ahead.
Lighthouse, who you got?
Give me the over on the Rams and Seahawks. Give me over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rams.
Where the Rams?
That's a good over.
Okay. And when you said that, I'm going to take. I'm taking the Rams +1 over the Seahawks, okay. And I'm also going to do.
Rethink that one. Let's Russell out there.
I don't give a damn about no damn Russell. And I got Shit. Oh, I got the Cardinals -5 over the Niners. So that leaves you, Al. Hey, Al, who you got?
Yeah, let me go ahead and let me take the Bears to bounce back over Jacksonville.
Okay, thank you. I was just looking at that shit. Thank you.
And then also get the Texans over the Bengals.
-7. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's locked. My bad. All right.
Oh, you got a line?
Wait.
I pulled this up earlier.
ESPN got a line for that joint is -8.
Do they have a line for us?
Yeah, Washington -2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, sound about right.
Anybody fucking with that Browns and that Jets game?
Nah.
Nah.
I ain't put no bread on that. No.
Yeah, that's our Stone Cold Locks of the week for week. That is what, week 16 in the NFL? And this is episode 7 of the Fifth Quarter Podcast, brought to you by Flight Room TV. Stay tuned next. We are going to go off into the Flight Room Podcast. Stay linked up with us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Like, subscribe too.
Like,
and
subscribe,
comment.
and also rate our shows on Spotify. No, not Spotify. On iTunes, you can rate it. Get our streams up. So, and check out our merch. We're gonna put a link
right
in
now.
We're gonna put a link under this video.